Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Mike Show, physical therapist. Hey, we are here at the Alzheimer's conference. And I'm here with Miss Amanda Barlow Leach. Is that how you
That's right.
pronounce?
That's right.
We'll be back in a few seconds, okay? We are back here at the Alzheimer's conference. I am here with Amanda of Alzheimer's Tennessee, and we're going to ask her, what does she do? What does Alzheimer's Tennessee do for the people here? Alzheimer's Tennessee.
You want the short version or the long version?
Well, we can do this all day long.
We could. So Alzheimer's Tennessee is your local service provider that really takes care of local needs. So from diagnosis all the way to the end of life. And we know, unfortunately, right now, that journey is long. You know, we've learned that today. We've talked about from diagnosis all the way. Unfortunately, we don't have a survivor circle at the time. So there's a lot of services that families need. Anywhere from diagnosis to how to manage care at home, how do we pick a facility, what do we do about in-home care, how do we go and get therapy? I mean, there's so many things, and when you are walking that every day, it gets a little fuzzy. So Alzheimer's Tennessee normally walks that journey with their families. You know, we sit at people's kitchen tables. I've met with 3 families today, and they're like, hey, can you come and visit us at home? We do home assessments. We provide resources. All of that is just part of just a little sample of what Alzheimer's Tennessee does.
I know, right? But before we go to Alzheimer's Tennessee, I just want to ask basically who you are. I mean, I already know you, but what is Amanda Barlow Leach do in Alzheimer's Tennessee? What do you do there? And then where you from, stuff like that?
Well, I'm very blessed and honored to be the West Tennessee Regional Director. And my journey with Alzheimer's Tennessee started about 18 years ago.
Wow.
I'm a Middle East Tennessee girl.
Wow.
And so the Cookeville office, which is known as the Upper Cumberland area, I was their regional director for about 12 years.
You moved
And
here from there?
well, when you find the love of your life, you'll go leaps and bounds. And so I'm an East Tennessee girl that moved all the way to the west part of the state. And when I moved here, actually, it was like a desert of services.
I know,
There
right?
wasn't a lot of services for families. And so I went back to the drawing board with Alzheimer's Tennessee, and I said, can we open an office here?
Wow.
We need to have an office in the West Tennessee presence. So we serve all 21 counties of Alzheimer's Tennessee and of West Tennessee. So it's a big footprint, if you want to say. So to say that we are new, we are not. We're new to West Tennessee. We're just celebrated 3 years being here.
Wow.
But September the 1st was 40 years for Alzheimer's Tennessee. We were established in 1983.
Wow.
So we have
I wasn't even born yet.
Well, 1983?
No, that's I was being on the same.
Oh, I was 3. I was 3 years old in 93. 1983. So we have 6 regional offices across the state, all the way from Bristol, all the way here to West Tennessee.
Wow.
So we cover from all 500 miles of state.
Well, the reason why I know Cookeville because I used to live in Crossville.
Well, Crossville, we serve it. Yes, the plateau right up there in Crossville and Lake Tansy. And
so you used to go all the way down there?
My parents are about 20 minutes outside of Cookeville. So that's home. And of course, UT.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get to Knoxville.
Yep. So right now you serve this West Tennessee area.
Right.
You mentioned about the services that you provide in Alzheimer's Tennessee. So could you please tell us, the first process? Of course, they reach you to your phone number.
Right.
Set up an appointment. Do you go to their homes? Do you go to whatever?
We've got several ways. So, of course, 731-694-8065 is our phone number. So most of the time when someone gets a diagnosis or they've got concerns, maybe how to even get a diagnosis, what do we do first? We will go and have kind of what we call a consult. So it's kind of like a free consult.
Let me ask you this. Families. Consult, is it free?
Yes, it is. Okay. Everything we do is free.
Very good.
And so we'll do a consult. And so that will be kind of a question, kind of learn who you are, kind of the challenges and the behaviors and struggles that you're finding, what's going on. We will advise you kind of that route of do we start with our primary care? Do we kind of weed things out? Is it a deficiency? Are we dealing with nutrition? Is it issues with strokes? I mean, there's so many things before we want to label it, right? So then we will work with you once you get a diagnosis. And then from diagnosis, it's kind of a plan.
Mhm.
I mean, unfortunately, 8 to 20 years if you've
Yep.
got a diagnosis of Alzheimer's and dementia. So it's a long journey.
So true.
And so we can meet you at your kitchen table. I
Mhm.
can meet in your office.
Mhm.
I can meet over a cup of coffee. I can meet at the clinic. We can meet you
Mhm.
where you are. And I tell a story
Mhm.
really quick. I don't know how much time we got,
Mhm.
but we met a family in Kroger one day when I was
Mhm.
back home in Cookville. The
Mhm.
lady called and she said, I've only got 2 hours.
Yeah.
She said, I've got to do this. I've got a caregiver with my husband, but I got to come get groceries and get medicine and all
Mhm.
that. She goes, I am so stressed. Caregiver fatigue, as you
Mhm.
know, is
Yep.
horrible.
Mhm.
She said, I got all these questions. And I said, where are you? And she
Mhm.
said, well, I'm actually walking the aisles at Kroger.
Mhm.
And I said, okay, so I'm gathering up my stuff and I'm
Mhm.
5 minutes from Kroger.
Mhm.
And so I call her and I said, stay on the phone with me. So I'm
Mhm.
talking and I walk in the door and I said, where are you? She said, I'm in the frozen food aisle. And I said,
Mhm.
I'm right behind you.
Mhm.
And I pushed that buggy with her.
Mhm.
Now that's, I felt our
Mhm.
personal touch that we bring to families is it's a journey and you're not
Mhm.
alone.
Yep.
You are
So
not
true.
alone in this matter.
I like what Amanda said about caregiver stress or fatigue or burnout, and it
Mm.
is real, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot give what you do not have. Okay, and just it's called caregiving. You can't. We even changed the name of caregiving to care partner because you're basically giving care to someone else. And if you're not even taking care of yourself, you can't give. And just like money,
That's
I
right.
cannot give money to my kids, although I don't have really have money. But I can't give money to my kids if I don't have money myself. The same thing with caregiving, and this is where Alzheimer's Tennessee comes in. They will help you be better in giving, both physically, mentally, and everything spiritually too.
There's so
Amanda,
much with that.
so when you said about consult and everything like that, I know it's free. So what are the resources and the services that Alzheimer's Tennessee can get or the person can get from Alzheimer's
Right.
Tennessee? Will they get like home care or home health
Right.
or therapy
We are
or social
community
worker?
partners.
Mhm,
We're
mhm,
community partners with those agencies. So a
mhm.
lot of times when you're overwhelmed, you don't even know the first number to call,
Mm,
right? So you call Alzheimer's Tennessee and you may say, okay, well, we have been told that we need someone to come in because my husband is getting lost.
mhm,
He's got lost. So then
mhm,
we're going to provide you with a Silver Alert kit. We're going to
mm,
provide you with a safety catalog for
mm,
you to start thinking about ways to put alarms on your doors.
mhm,
How are we going to protect you in your home? What, all those things. So, and
mm,
we do a
gosh,
home
we
assessment,
need
which is
that.
free.
Yeah.
We can come in and kind of look at your homes. As you know, we don't need rugs. We don't need
Mhm,
cords. Clutter is a huge issue
mhm,
with
mhm,
Alzheimer's and dementia as well. And so we can do that. Then the next thing is they may say, well, what questions do I need to ask at the doctor?
mhm.
We don't even know what to
Yeah,
ask.
yeah.
So if we're looking for home health, if we're looking for PT or OT, or what are we
Mhm,
looking for?
mhm,
Oh, balance is off. Okay, well
mhm.
then what do we talk about gait? A lot of times they are just trying to survive.
It's true.
They don't
It's
even
true.
know where to start. So
Uh-huh.
then we have partnered with all of the anywhere from the assisted livings to the skilled facilities to PTOT
Mhm,
to home health to home care
mhm,
to support groups to how do we make your church dementia friendly?
mm.
How do we,
So
we talk
true.
about that today? I mean, we've
Yep.
got a program, it's called Helping Hands. We go in and kind of train our church leaders. We talk
Mhm,
about that.
mhm.
What do we do with law enforcement? We want to make
Yeah.
sure that our law enforcement partners with TBI and how we are with our
Mhm,
Silver Alert. So it's just, I think I like to tell people we are the one-stop shop that's going to
mhm.
get you
There you
into
go.
those. I had a lady
Mhm,
call me yesterday and she said, I live in Dyer County,
mhm,
XYZ. This is what I'm looking for. I think there's some
mhm,
grant money for dementia care,
mhm,
4 hours a day. She said, do you have a phone number?
mhm.
Gave her the phone number and she said, I knew I could call one stop for you.
There you go.
So
Mhm.
that's what we want to
You're like the
do.
funnel, and then you funnel out to the other people
Well,
too.
I mean, you got to
Mhm.
think though. I mean, when you're in muddy waters and
You
you
don't
don't
know.
really
You don't
understand
know.
and you've not
Mhm,
slept in days, your health is declining.
mhm.
You're trying to be super spouse or
Caregiver. Yeah.
caregiver or a child that
Mhm.
now is removed from the home
Yeah.
and they're
Mhm.
going through just a phone call or heaven help that they're a 4 hours away from home.
Yep. That's so
That
true.
it always looks in a different thing. That long
Yeah.
distance caregiving.
I know.
Sometimes you don't even know. So we come home for Thanksgiving and
Mhm.
Christmas,
You
and
don't
mom
know.
and dad can do well for 2 or 3
Mhm.
days.
Mhm. Mhm.
But
That's so true.
after that, we're like, ooh, what
What's
did
going
we?
on? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
So
going on?
there's a
Well,
lot.
thank you very much for your time. I know you were very busy there too, organizing and everything here. Where can they reach you? You got a website, email, your social security number?
I won't give you that. But our local number is
Mhm.
731-694-8000. 8065. And you can go to ALZ, spell out Tennessee.org. You can find us on social media, of course, Alzheimer's Tennessee West. A lot of things are posted there that kind of from support groups to training opportunities to fundraising fun events that we've got going on. But that number again is 731-694-8065.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Amanda. I appreciate you. But before I let you go, always remember the word FAST, F-A-S-T, letter F. Find people that will bring out the best in you, because you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. So who are you hang out with? Today, hang out with Amanda. I feel like I need to send more patients to you, right? So find people who will bring out the best in you. She's amazing. You talk to her. She's very passionate about it. You know, you got to find those people, ladies and gentlemen, not just because they're working for someone else. This lady is very passionate about it. Next letter is letter A, take action. All the stuff that we're doing is not going to do me good. It's not even going to do her good if you don't take action. Imperfect action beats perfect inaction. If you have a family that has Alzheimer's or dementia, call that number, just talk. And then maybe they can refer you to those different resources that you really need. You know, it's it's like a Walmart, you know.
One-stop shop.
One-stop shop. You go there, you can have a haircut, you know, you can buy your medicine, buy your milk. You know, I'm not saying Alzheimer's disease is the Walmart, but you know what I mean? Go there, take action. Next letter is letter S. Share and subscribe. The more shares, the better. Share their website, share their Facebook page. It may not be applicable to you, but it could be applicable to someone else, because evidence-based study shows that 1 out of 5 people right now already have a family member that has Alzheimer's. Right. So even though you're like 20-year-old, 30-year-old watching right now, I don't know why you're watching me right now. If you're 20 years old, you know, it's not TikTok, it's Facebook. But if you have any family, if you are right now living here in the United States, you probably have a family member that has an Alzheimer's or dementia. I'm not scaring you or anything, but that's just statistics. So share it. You know, hey, this is an Alzheimer's Tennessee association that will help your loved one and family member. And you don't have to share it up on your page, or just share that resources. Hey, aunt, uncle, hey, this could be applicable to your spouse or uncle or auntie who's having this. They may not have the actual diagnosis yet, but if you see those cognitive issues running, she can also help you find the actual neurologist or a doctor to guide you and actually diagnose. You know, I mean, it's not bad to be diagnosed of Alzheimer's. It's better to be diagnosed as early as now, like Amanda's talking about, because the earlier you detect it, the better you can get those resources immediately. And last but not the least is teach it. Why? Because when you hear it, you forget. When you see it, you remember. But when you're actually teaching it, like what she's doing, she doesn't do this for a living. She actually teaches too. The more you understand it more. Again,
well, knowledge is power.
There you go.
And when you fill that toolbox, you make better decisions.
There you go. Again, thank you very much. Any last parting wisdom for the people?
Just call us 731-694-8065. Alzheimer's Tennessee will meet you where you are.
All right, Dale. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Be awesome. Be great. Be excellent. And we'll see you on the next episode. Jerry Happ Show.